Egypt transports humanitarian aid to Sudan. 9 Egyptian military planes airlifted needed relief assistance to Sudan in response to the crisis caused by torrential rain and flooding in August 2021. The aid included shelter materials such as blankets and tents provided by the Egyptian Red Crescent Society and food, medical equipment and medicine. Egyptian President His Excellency Abdel Fattah al-Sisi ordered the aid as a demonstration of solidarity with the people of Sudan, while a Sudanese spokesperson expressed the country's deep appreciation for the assistance, which he said was a testament to the depth of the distinguished Egyptian-Sudanese relations. President al-Sisi is a Shining World Leadership Award for Earth Conservation Laureate, and Egypt is a Shining World Leadership Award for Peace Laureate. Our sincere gratitude, Your Excellency Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and Egypt, for your generosity and compassion to your neighbors in their time of need. May the fine people of Sudan quickly recover and flourish in Allah's grace.
Research warns Arctic summer ice could vanish by 2100. A new study published in the Earth's Future Journal alerts that global warming has caused the summer ice sheets of the last ice area, or LIA, in the Arctic to decline by more than half compared to 40 years ago. Historically, the LIA, an almost 2,000-kilometer region north of Greenland and the Canadian Arctic archipelago, has been covered with the thickest ice year-round. Alarmingly, the publication predicts that if carbon emissions continue at the present rate, the summer sea ice will be dramatically thin by 2050 and disappear completely by 2100, leading to the collapse of diverse ecosystems and the extinction of ice-dependent beings, including people of the seal, walrus, and polar bear kingdoms. To protect the ice quality and endangered ecologies in the LIA, the assessment calls for international cooperation to curb greenhouse warming. Many thanks for the valuable study, all scientists involved. May everyone urgently embrace the eco-friendly vegan lifestyle to make Earth cool again in divine light.
British researchers determine children who spend more time in nature have better behavior. Scientists from the United Kingdom recently conducted a study on the effects of those aged 3 to 7 being in nature and discovered that it improves their conduct. The investigation measured temper tantrums, aggression, acting out, hyperactivity, and more, and found that as little as 10 minutes a day outside in some green space, such as a garden or park, can help kids be more well-behaved. It was also found to enhance their emotional health. Way to go, researchers from the United Kingdom, for your timely reminder of the benefits of the natural world on children. In the love of heaven, may all parents be sure that their young ones spend adequate time in green spaces as we nourish our connection with the earth.
Iranian scientists find diet high in alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, from plant foods reduces risk of early death. Researchers from the Tehran University of Medical Sciences analyzed 41 existing studies with 1.2 million participants and found that those with diets containing higher amounts of omega-3 rich ALA from plant sources such as flaxseed, canola oil, tofu, and walnuts had around a 10% reduced risk of early death in general. This includes fatalities from coronary heart and cardiovascular disease. The scientists also determined that a 1 gram per day increase in ALA consumption, which is about 15 milliliters of canola oil or 14 grams of walnuts, was associated with a 5% lower risk of loss of life from cardiovascular disease. Thank you, Tehran University of Medical Sciences researchers, for showing the health benefits of plant-based foods. May everyone take notice of the latest scientific findings supporting the vegan diet for all to live healthier, happier, and longer lives in celestial wisdom.
Anonymous Australian grandparents help others buy Christmas presents for their children. A kind elderly couple from Bendigo recently donated thousands of dollars to pay for the reserved Christmas gifts of 82 families at the Toy World store. The families had previously started making payments on the toys, as they could not afford to buy them up front. The donors had commented to the store manager that when they were younger, they had financial difficulties and vowed if they ever became more comfortable, they would pay it back. The act of kindness has touched the hearts of many people, with pledges that they would also help others in any way they could afford. Thank you, loving Australian couple, for your generous assistance to your co-citizens. In God's nurturing love, may your actions further help to encourage others to care for one another, as the world joins together as one large family.
Dutch capital commits to going 50% plant-based to encourage citizens to become healthier. The Amsterdam City Council in the Netherlands has signed the City Deal, which has the goal for people to increase their plant-based food intake from the current 39% to 50% by 2030, and then 60% by 2040. To achieve this, the distribution of sustainable and healthy food around schools, public buildings, and vulnerable neighborhoods will be expanded. Supermarkets and restaurants will also increase plant-based items, as well as focus on sourcing local food. Permits for individuals selling unhealthy fast food will be restricted. It is envisioned that these measures will help to counteract the increasing problem of obesity among children and adults in the Netherlands. Amsterdam is a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion Laureate. Way to go, Amsterdam, for increasing your plant-based intake. May you exceed your goals as all cities worldwide commit to a 100% vegan future in the blessings of the Providence.
Wildlife officers in Colorado, USA, successfully removed tire around elk-person's neck. The 4.5-year-old, over 270 kilogram person from the bull elk kingdom was first spotted with the tire in 2019 by a Colorado Parks and Wildlife or CPW officer. Afterwards, officers from the CPW tried several times to locate him. With a tip from the community, officers Scott Murdoch and Dawson Swanson were able to tranquilize the elk person and take off the tire, which was filled with an estimated 4.5 kilograms of debris. The procedure necessitated the removing of his antlers, which fortunately will regrow by springtime. After a tranquilizer reversal was administered, he was back on his feet within a few minutes. Colorado is a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion Laureate. Our sincere gratitude, Officers Scott Murdoch and Dawson Swanson, for your dedication to helping wildlife. May the magnificent Elk Kingdom persons thrive as all humans behave responsibly to protect our animal people friends in heaven's mercy.